My name is Elena Cross. I'm 30 years old. And the day my father publicly celebrated throwing me out of his house, he treated it like a grand opening, not a goodbye. When I pulled into the driveway to grab my last box, I didn't just see a house, I saw a stage. A massive vinyl banner stretched across the garage in bold red letters. Goodbye, freeloader. Don't come back. The grill was smoking. Country music blasted through cheap outdoor speakers. Neighbors laughed like it was a block party. Like this, my humiliation was entertainment. Someone on the patio, clearly drunk, shouted, 30 years old and still living off her parents? Embarrassing. Another voice chimed in. They carried her long enough. Then something hit my car. A hot dog. Here's your last free meal, loser. Even the kids pointed. I stood there, keys digging into my palms so hard they left marks. And the strangest part? Nobody thought they were lying. They had told this version of me so many times. They believed it. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I walked inside, picked up the last banker's box from the laundry room, came back out and took a single photo. The banner, and all of them smiling beneath it. My father saw me. He smirked. Like I was finally taking a souvenir from the place that saved me. I drove away without saying a word. 2 weeks later, my phone exploded. Talk now. Please call me. I'm begging you. But before I tell you what he said, before everything collapsed, there's something you need to understand. The story they told about me? It was perfect. Simple. Clean. Humiliating in a way people love, because it makes them feel better about themselves. I was 30. Single. Living at home. Working from a laptop. Drifting through life while my family carried me. That version of me played very well at church gatherings, Facebook comments, and backyard gossip. Tough love works. Maybe this will finally make her grow up. The truth? It was messier. Quieter. And far more useful to them if it stayed hidden. I had moved back in 3 years earlier, not because I needed help. Because he did. My father's sign company, Cross Graphics and Install, was quietly collapsing. From the outside, solid business. Inside, rot. Late-paying clients. Rising material costs. Missed permits. Leases auto-renewing at ridiculous rates. Invoices that were basically fiction. And my father? He got louder. Blamed everyone. The economy. Customers. Regulations. Workers. Women. Eventually, me. Never himself. What he never told anyone. I was the reason his business hadn't died 2 years earlier. I worked remotely, freelance operations, bids, systems. Unseen work. The kind people don't respect because they don't understand it. But I was good at it. Very good. I fixed things before they exploded. And his company? It was always on the edge of exploding. At first, I told myself I was just helping temporarily. Then, I fixed invoices. Caught a permit lapse. Corrected tax filings. Stopped equipment lease traps. Chased unpaid receivables. Rebuilt broken workflows. Every fix uncovered 2 more problems. Like rot behind walls. Did he introduce me as the person keeping his business alive? No. He'd laugh and say, my daughter's just figuring things out. When I saved a deal mid-call, I was helpful. When I negotiated with vendors so they didn't shut him down, I answer emails. When I covered payroll gaps, family doesn't keep score. That line matters. Because people only say that when they benefit from no one counting. But I counted. Not at first. At first, I just paid. Groceries. Software. Utilities tied to his workshop. Insurance reinstatements. Emergency material orders. Vendor deposits. Not all at once. Just enough, each time, to keep things from collapsing. Quietly. To him, my work didn't count. Because he couldn't see it. No uniform. No sweat. No proof. Just a laptop. So he mocked it. Must be nice. Then an hour later. Can you fix this email? They sound mad. I wasn't a daughter. I was an invisible system. And the rest of the family? They followed his lead. Because in families like mine, the loudest voice writes reality. My sister learned early, mock me, earn approval. My uncle? Drifting, drinking, attaching himself to whatever stability existed. My grandmother? Wrapped cruelty in religion. Nobody coordinated it. They didn't have to. That's how toxic systems work. Then something shifted. My father started talking about selling the house. Downsizing. That's when I realized something terrifying. He believed his own story. He thought he had carried me. He thought the house proved his generosity. He thought if I left, he'd lose nothing. Then one night I overheard him. Backyard. Beer in hand. Telling my uncle and a neighbor he might give me 90 days to leave. Maybe hitting bottom will finally make a woman out of her. They laughed. My sister laughed. That was the moment everything changed. I didn't cry. I didn't confront him. I started documenting. Because in families like mine, emotions get rewritten. Evidence doesn't. I built a record. Every payment. Every fix. Every emergency. Every message. Can you just handle this one thing? Every voicemail asking for money. Every time I saved his business from disaster. 3 years. The total? Over $112,000 in direct and indirect support. And that's not even counting unpaid labor. I printed everything. Then I made a plan. I got a contract in Colorado. Signed it. Rented an apartment. Told no one. I moved out slowly. 1 box at a time. Storage unit near the interstate. Clothes. Equipment. Personal things. Even the monitor he thought had just appeared. Then he beat me to it. Kitchen. Tuesday morning. He told me to leave by the end of the month. Said it was love. Said I needed a wake-up call. Said no man would respect a woman like me. I asked him one question. Do you want me gone? Or do you want an audience? He smiled. Maybe both. So I gave him exactly what he wanted. By Thursday, everything important was gone. Friday night, I removed my card from every account. Utilities. Software. Vendors. No drama. Just absence. Saturday, the party. The banner. The hot dog. The laughter. I took the photo. And left. Then I waited. Day 1 to 3, silence. They thought they had won. Day 4, cracks. Missed permits. Rejected submissions. Day 5, systems failed. Software shut down. Day 6, utilities at risk. Day 7, panic. Calls started. Messages softened. Then turned desperate. My sister texted. Dad says stop being dramatic and log in. I sent her one screenshot. Just a sample. 2 hours later. What is this? A small part of what I covered. Then my father called. 6 times. By the last voicemail? No arrogance. Just fear. Lesson learned. Call me. Lesson learned. Not sorry. So I prepared something. Not emotional. Not messy. 31 pages. Timeline. Receipts. Screenshots. Totals. And 1 photo. The banner. We met at a diner. Public. Just like he wanted. He opened the packet. Confidence lasted 10 seconds. This is ridiculous. Is it? Families help each other. Interesting, I said. When I lived in your house, it was freeloading. When you lived off my money, it was family. Silence. What do you want? He asked. Nothing. That confused him more than anything. I already paid, I said. I'm just done. Then he asked the real question. How much can you turn back on? Not, are you okay? Not, we were wrong. Just, Operations. That told me everything. So I stood up, left him with the packet, and walked away. And then, everything fell apart. Slowly, inevitably. The house got sold. The business shrank. Accounts disappeared. People turned on each other. Because I was never the problem. I was the system holding everything together. And when I left, reality showed up. Months later, he called. Different voice. Softer. Did you really think I was that cruel? I said one thing. You hung it over the garage. Silence. That was the answer. Today, I live in Colorado. I built my own business. My own life. My own peace. No chaos. No insults. No invisible labor. And that photo? I still have it. Because they thought they were capturing my humiliation. But what they actually captured was the exact moment their safety net got into her car and drove away. I wasn't the freeloader. I was the foundation. And the biggest mistake they ever made was believing I'd keep holding everything up after they tried to bury me under it.